Being in a new environment and learning new things can be difficult and intimidating, and not just for children. As Head Start volunteers, we have to learn a new system, all while helping children develop skills that will help them grow into successful young people. Unfortunately, every child doesn't come with a user's manual. That's why at Head Start, we've divided the classrooms and curriculum into different areas based on the different ways the kids learn. It doesn't all happen one way. Observing, exploring, communicating, children are always learning. So come with me. Let's have a look at how kids work. Welcome to a Head Start classroom. Now, it might not look like it at first glance, but this classroom is a factory. We build healthy, whole children here. And as you'll soon find out, each classroom is broken up into easy to understand areas that help foster the learning in different and unique ways. The block area, house area, library reading area, sand and water area, toy area, writing area, small group time and large group time. So, let's take a look at what you as a volunteer will be doing in each of these areas. In the block area, children are doing a lot more than just playing. They're learning important language skills by communicating with other children. Are you using that block? Can I have the blue one? And so forth. Cooperation and teamwork play a large role, as well as balance and large muscle development when dealing with larger blocks and heavier materials. They learn basic math and physics concepts, including measurement, patterning, sequencing, sizing, and geometry through the use of different shapes. But what can you do to aid this learning? Well, any number of small gestures will help bring out the best in each child. First, you can ask the child what his or her plan is for the day. What are you going to build today? What kind of building, etc. Ask if you can help or how you can help. Get on the child's level so he or she can look in your eyes. Let the child take the lead and support them in their building decisions. Encourage them to try to solve any problems themselves before you give them the answer. But remember, observe safety issues and classroom rules above all. In this area, we look at a classic staple of playtime, playing house. Just as in the block area, the house area encourages imagination, but rather than a tangible physical product, children use their minds to take on different roles, explore social relationships, and utilize life skills to help to build the child's confidence. Through negotiating and dramatic play, children gain self-confidence and expand their language skills. Caring for dolls or toy pets develops nurturing skills, while activities like play dinners help build a child's sense of initiative, follow through, and literary skills by using toys like menus or a phone book. The house area provides more opportunities for volunteers to get directly involved in play and learning. Observe the child's play and follow his or her lead. Be sure to ask the child if you can join the play. You can enter as a character of your own, such as pretending to be a neighbor who knocks on the door and asks to be invited inside, or you can let the child assign you a role. Either way, make sure to model behaviors like eating, writing, and dressing up while playing. Engage in back and forth conversation based on the child's interest, and again, bring yourself down to their level. Here in the toy area, kids do exactly what you would expect. Play with toys. But here at Head Start, even this simple activity further supports many of the skills we've been working on all along, such as patterning and problem solving. Additionally, children learn special awareness, hand-eye coordination, shapes, counting, and classifying. They experiment through toys and take initiative and plan their play. You can support a child in the toy area in several simple ways. Just describe what you see a child doing using simple language. I see her playing with a green ball, or you put the small dolls next to the big dolls, etc. Encourage problem solving by asking questions rather than giving a child the answer. For instance, do you see the blue on this puzzle piece? I wonder what would happen if we turned it this way. Do you think it will fit? Children may get frustrated when they don't understand things, but don't worry. If you help him or her get started on a difficult activity or explain to them how something works, they'll respond positively, and both of you can have a more productive playtime. The sand and water area is one of the most exciting at Head Start. Here, children use the scientific properties of sand and water to develop their fine motor skills, basic math concepts like weight and size, and see the scientific concept of cause and effect in action. They see things sink and float and experience dry and wet. Because of the nature of the play, the sand and water area is a little more hands-on for volunteers. You should assist the children as they fill or empty the table, but be sure to let them have a little independence. Encourage children to put on or take off their smocks themselves, but be ready to assist when needed. Promote safety by warning children to keep the sand on the table and away from others' eyes. Help children notice when changes occur. What did adding water do to the sand? Imitate what the children are doing and use vocabulary that applies like wet, dry, bigger, smaller, heavy, light, etc. And as always, make sure to be on their level. Essential to laying a strong foundation for literacy, the library reading area introduces children to stories with a beginning, middle, and end, human diversity, letter sounds, and sentence structure. Children become familiar with story structure, how print is oriented from top to bottom and left to right, as well as learning sharing and cooperation through the sharing of books. As a volunteer, it's important to let the children choose books of their interest and bring them to you. While reading, show them the front of the book, pointing out the title, author, and illustrator, and encourage children to talk about what they see in the book and what they think will happen next. Watch how a child handles a book, and ask him or her to pretend read to you, even making up the ending or the entire story. Show them that reading is fun and exciting, and you can help them build a lifetime of enjoyment from literature.
Kindergarten.
Here's the companion to the library reading area, the writing area. As children progress along the continuum of scribbling and printing, they learn fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. They begin to learn the meaning of symbols and become aware of diverse languages. Writing creates a better understanding of how to form messages and communicate with more expression. It also helps to reinforce letter sounds. While the writing area may seem like one of the more hands-off areas of Head Start, there remains plenty that you can do to support a child. Start by observing the child as he or she writes. What materials does he or she use? How does he or she use them? Before correcting how a child draws a letter, let him or her show you their way of writing, and then ask them to read what they wrote. Refer a child to the letter link pictures when they ask how a letter looks or sounds. Just as in the library reading area, let them choose what they want to write, and support them in various forms of emergent writing. A strong introduction to writing skills will provide an important foundation for them as they grow and learn. In Head Start small group time, the same group of children meet with the same adult for about 15 to 20 minutes. Activities are planned beforehand and materials are organized and ready. The adult group leader will provide each child with his or her own materials, then introduce the action to get things started. Small group time focuses on problem solving, working with different common classroom materials, and utilizing math and literacy concepts. As a small group leader, you should provide enough time for each child to explore the materials. Observe how each child uses his or her materials and encourage them to extend their ideas as they work. Be ready to provide additional materials should the children require them. Before solving a problem for the child, refer them to other children in the group so as to foster group interaction and problem solving. Describe for them how you see them using the materials. I see you made a pattern with those blocks, red, blue, red, blue. When group time is coming to an end, give the children advance notice and help them put away materials. Small group can be one of the most enjoyable and rewarding aspects of Head Start. Similar to small group time, large group time brings children and adults together for between 10 and 15 minutes to build a sense of community. Large group time requires plenty of space so everyone can move around freely without being congested. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. While adults still provide the materials to get started, they also participate on the child's level, getting right in on the fun. Allow the children to take the lead, but encourage them to engage in different activities and use different materials. Thank you for volunteering in the Head Start classroom. Children are our most precious resource, and in learning how they learn and what makes them tick, we can help be the adults that gives them the tools on their journey of lifelong learning. Now, children can be a little confusing, perplexing, sometimes even a little frustrating works in progress. But with the right set of instruction, they'll become productive, healthy products of your investment both now and for the rest of their lives. Now, it may seem like a lot at first, but remember, underneath all the learning and new instruction, it's play, and it's how our kids work. This broadcast was created through the collaborative efforts of Wayne County Health and Human Services Head Start and Detroit Public Television. For more information, please visit www.waynecounty.com/HHS_HStart.htm.